Nights at Freddy's 4 is the latest and supposedly final installment of the Five Nights series, and with it came a new set of gameplay and new insight into the FNAF storyline. At the end of the fifth night, a minigame shows a young child thrown into the jaws of Fredbear and bit down on. This, of course, was the supposed great revelation of the bite of 87, the answer to who was responsible. Yet there are some inconsistencies with the already established story and the setting of Five Nights at Freddy's 4. That is why I do not think the minigame cutscene on Night 5 portrays the bite of 87. The first hint to this is that Spring Bonnie and Fredbear are two of the remaining members of the lineup of the game. According to Five Nights at Freddy's 3, however, both these animatronic characters were designed around the outdated Spring models, which were known for being dangerous. They were quickly phased out after an incident involving death/severe injury, and are noticeably not present during Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is confirmed in 1987. Fredbear himself, who bit the child, had flat and rather blunt teeth. The bite of 87 is known for having pierced someone's frontal lobe. However, blunted teeth would be unable to pierce the skull to damage that part of the brain. Instead, the skull would have just been crushed. Most of the inconsistencies come from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 evidence. If Spring Bonnie and Fredbear were both present in that time frame, then where were they in Five Nights 2? At that point in time, those Spring models would have been severely outdated, considering that at that moment they had been upgraded to the plastic toy models and put away the old cloth animatronics. If Five Nights 4 was focusing on a sister location to the Five Nights 2 restaurant, then why would they still be using such old animatronics when the Five Nights 2 location had clearly upgraded? After all, they were still ran by the same company. In Five Nights 2, it is clear that there had been a restaurant previous to this. After all, the first thing Phone Guy says to you on the first night is,
hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Meaning that there was a place before this one. Not to mention the old animatronics that are stored in the back that are from the previous location. Phone Guy also mentions that,
now I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location, some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety.
That just proves that something bad happened at the previous location. I think that what was shown in Five Nights 4 is what? It is also possible that the location is also Fredbear's family diner, mentioned by Phone Guy in Five Nights 2. Either one, it doesn't matter. However, the place just seems a little big for a diner. There is more tangible proof to this other than some tie-ins to Five Nights 2. On one of the night's minigames, when you return home to the living room, if you stand by the TV long enough, a TV show will start playing and it will read Fredbear and Friends, 1983. Following a few still images of animatronic sprites. This is the only solid evidence of a date within the game. Some people say that the show could have been made previous to the events of the game, but I don't think that the date is a simple coincidence. Another smaller bit of proof to the date comes in the form of Scott Cawthon's website. A few days before Five Nights 4's release, a bit of source code hidden in the site that normally read 1987 had been changed to 1983. Another small hint to the game's true date. One final piece of evidence comes from a game theorist video. No, not the video itself, but rather the comment section. This particular video is based around the fact that Five Nights at Freddy's 4 can't happen because if the child's frontal lobe had been destroyed, then he would be unable to have nightmares. To which Scott Cawthon himself commented saying that he was absolutely right, except for a fact that the comments in the video had pointed out. I searched the comment section and there were two prevailing arguments against the theory. One, that the kid dreaming was not the kid bitten, but his older brother who felt guilty about the bite. And two, that this was not the bite of 87, and therefore it did not mean that his frontal lobe had been destroyed. While this theory can be argued, I am adamant in my conviction that this is not the bite of 87. If this was, I find that it would rule Five Nights 2 unnecessary, since it seems that that specific game was already focusing around the event. I do not think that Scott would stray so far from the already established storyline. So I believe that this is rather an occurrence from 1983, a tragedy that set in motion all the other events to follow. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe for more theories and creepypasta readings. I'm Midnight Siren, and I will see you guys next time.